What's up, guys? We should be good to go now. Yeah, everything looks to be working good. We just finished getting our haircut, and now we are on the way to do a little bit of shopping in the city. We got to take care of a couple things, but yeah, for some reason I didn't have a connection in the barber shop, and then I was managed to get a connection afterwards. But yeah, that's the homie. He does a good job. As you can see, we're already starting to look a little better, you know. Yeah, it's Monday. Let's get started with yeah, it's Monday. We're gonna get started with some errands, taking care of all the things we couldn't do over the weekend because everything was closed. Yeah, we're just taking a stroll, you know, on the way to a couple spots I wanted to check out. In this quick little segment, I wanted to share with you guys the idea of perfectionism. I know a lot of you guys are telling me to get a haircut and you would look a lot better, or your haircut looks trash. You know, I got the mindset where you work with what you got, and also you only need so much. You need to just be good enough, you know. And that carried me through a ton of videos, over 400 or 500 videos. Like now I think now I got a little over 400 videos, but I changed a lot of settings to a lot of different videos. So I think in reality, I actually published, over thousands. I would say over 1,500, almost probably 2,000 videos. So it's easy to think that these people who've made it to a certain standpoint when it comes to their skill set or whatever it is, their craft, that everything they did was perfect and that everything came super easy for them. When in reality, all they did was just do a lot more than everyone else. What's up, APJ? We just got the haircut. We on the way to the shop to pick up a couple pieces of clothes. Something I've been wanting to do over the weekend. But yeah, I'm talking to you guys today about perfectionism, you know. You do not need to be perfect in order to get something done. In fact, it doesn't really take the amount of work you think it takes. You know, all you really need is to just be good enough. What's good, Foz? Welcome back to the channel. We're on the way to pick up some purchases from the store. I'm gonna check in with my computer guy and check out with my clothing guy. What's up? What's up? How's your day going, my nigga? Day's going good. We just got a haircut. You know, we're looking fresh. You know, looking fresh. I think he went a little too far back over there, but for the most part, it should be good. Yeah, guys, thanks for hitting that like button. We're already at 4 likes. Good job on that. Appreciate that. Much love. Much love. I wanted to show you guys, what's going on in the city here. And already we got freshed up, and like I said before, thank you for the sparkles, Nicole. Much love. Thank you. Bro, pronounce Mexico like the way you pronounce it, Mexico. Do you think you have even an odd number of hairs on your head? I don't know. I would say maybe even. Dope cut, at least it doesn't cost $50 like in US, Netherlands. Yeah. Guys, guess how much this haircut cost me. If you had to guess. This is nice, right? Like, if you had to guess, how much you think this cost me? Guys on their bikes. $30. Close. Close. Okay, you close. 10 bucks, 20. Yeah, Kanye got it right. Kanye Quest got it right. 20 bucks. It was about $19. It's pretty good. See them working on cars. But in reality, that guy can charge anything he wants. You know, he could technically charge me $1,000 for his haircut, right? Because it's his business. But yeah, so super cheap, bro. Yeah. And in any major city in the US, you would have spent easily 80 bucks for something like this. You know, with tip. I would say like 60, 65 before tip. You give him a tip, it's gonna be like 80 bucks. Because he did the beard, he brought out the razor. He did all that. I went to get my hair cut. Oh, you did? We went at the same time then. Looks good. Thank you, thank you. Super cheap, yeah. It's 15 euros super cheap, yeah. What city is that? I'm craving garlic bread, bro. Yup. I have 15 euro cents, different from euro. What is the city code? I don't know what that means. You know, I don't know what that means. Shit ain't dangerous in the US, you fool. Man, you looking clean. Thank you. But yeah, you know, I just wanted to share with you guys the idea of perfectionism. And I know y'all wanted me to go out there and get a haircut, but you know, I kind of delayed the process. Sometimes I get super busy and I prioritize other things. And I had a date yesterday. I went on the date and, you know, brought her back to my place and we hung out for a little bit. She was getting ready to stay the night, but she had work in the morning. It was like, I could have been the guy that would have been super insecure about my hair, and it's like, damn, I don't look the best and whatever. I either could have not went on the date or been on the date and been super weird, not confident. She would have felt that. I'm just like, I don't care, you know? Sometimes I look a little rough. Sometimes my hair grows, but that's the idea of perfectionism, guys. You could just, as long as you're enough, you can get a lot of things in life. US living costs are for the richest nowadays, yeah. I agree with that. But I think that you can actually, look at these guys walking. You know, I like this better than a selfie stick. But yeah, you can honestly get away with low cost in any major city in the US if you just set it up right. I was telling you guys the other day about the friends I went to college with from India and stuff, and they were actually living off, like, I would say, you know, $300 a month in New York, which I don't even understand how they did it, but you can do that. It seems to me Mexico. Nah, I'm in Brazil. Haircut for a man is like makeup to a woman. You really think so? 'Cause I think some women like guys who are like a bit ugly. You know, they kind of got that gritty, rough look. They like that. You know, I think some women find like the guys who keep themselves up too much are a little bit you know, a little too pretty, you know. They don't really like that. Why don't you hit on a girl on your live? I could. You guys want me to do that? I don't mind. I really don't mind. There's really never any girls out here. I feel like there's her, but she's trash. Look at that. She's trash. If I see a hot girl, I don't mind approaching. I'm that kind of guy that's just make moves regardless. So check out this store. This is where we're going. You know, I would not get banned for hitting on a girl. You crazy? YouTube actually likes me. I don't think they'll ban me for something like that. Guys, what do you think I should get? We got a jersey. It's my guy's shop right here. It's really resale, but the gear in here is pretty cool. That will pull organic customers to your business. We're just here chilling. He use a jacket too. Oi, oi. Came here before. Let's see here. Nah, I don't like this. How old are you? I'm 30, 29. What do you think about that? You're so relaxed, bro. That's why I like watching you. You're funny. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I heard that a few times. But yeah, there's really nothing to worry about. You know, and before I came here, I had a lot of people like tell me, oh, you know, you gotta watch out or you gotta be careful. I'm like, dude, I really don't care, you know. But yeah, once you get over that whole fear stuff, because you know, every day you're constantly being programmed to be afraid of something. Once you get over that fear stuff, you'll be good. Like, guys, look at this. It's all right. Congratulations on coming out. Yeah. Bro, speak some Spanish. I speak Portuguese. A little bit of Spanish. But here they speak Portuguese. So, guys, I may get this shirt. What do you think? This kind of looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. What do you think? Nice shirt, right? I think I may get it. You're at low cortisol level. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I just tried to, I actually got my blood test, or I'm sorry, my blood pressure checked when I was joining the military last year. And the guy was like, wow, your blood pressure is like super low. He was like, it's almost never this low. And that was like right in the morning, but I already had coffee and everything too, so I was surprised. Like, 'cause you know, when you usually drink coffee, your blood pressure goes up. 'Cause they were like, no one drink coffee because it's gonna mess up your blood pressure, and I still drank coffee. So where are you born and raised in the U.S.? I was born in New York. Raised in New York, and I eventually started moving around. I lived in Spain for a little bit a few years ago, and a little bit in Eastern Europe. And then I came back, lived in Arizona for a little bit with my mentor, and then made my way to Miami. So we're worldwide right now, guys. We are worldwide. Kind of like this shirt. What do you guys think about this one? I think it's a cool shirt. Bro, there's no reason to worry about. We got to stay in the present moment. That's the way of living. Exactly. Exactly. Why is there so much racism against Native Americans in America? Because there's something about them that they hate. Anytime you see people that hate someone for no reason, it's typically because they know something that other people don't know, and they become jealous. I think I like this. Oh, I like that one. First time I seen a black man have a white person's beard. Very funny. Any plans to return back to the U.S.? Of course. Yeah. I'm headed back next week, so I can show you guys Miami if you want. If you're subscribed and everything, I can show you guys Miami. I like the sports shirts. You know, like what those coaches wear on the sidelines. I like shirts like that. Yo, what's up, Rage? Welcome to the channel. I've been to Miami twice. Yeah, how'd you like it? It was nice, right? Great weather, great people. I think I'm gonna go with this, something simple. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna go with something like this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that, and it's what I like to do. I like to support small businesses, you know. Just come in and check on what you guys going on. You making dating advice content, Holmes? Of course. Of course, we're actually starting up a three month training program in the next couple weeks. So that's gonna be good. Miami is dope, bro. So much to do, endless things. Yeah, exactly. He is a list of clown. I hate Trump. Come visit San Diego, bro. I will host you. Oh, you from San Diego? I got some friends in LA, and so I do plan to hit up Cali soon. I hear San Diego is pretty fun. The beach and the women. I don't mind approaching on live for you guys to show you what's up. Just gotta find some. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this shirt right here. How's my written English, bro? It's been improved since last time. Yeah, definitely. Oi.
Oi, tudo bom?
Tô bem.
Tudo bem?
Sim.
Esta se vai?
E você?
Tô bem, estou bem.
Got this jacket right here too. It's kind of small. This jacket. Eu gosto de esta loja.
Obrigado.
Eu vou ontem, mas
Fechado.
não entro.
Ontem?
Sim,
Ontem fechado. Estava.
sim.
Sábado.
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 Ok.
Tá. Forma de pagamento.
Sim.
Crédito.
Crédito.
You can insert here or a percentage here. Oops. No. No.
Let's try this one.
Yeah, okay. É crédito. Yeah, you can try. Good. You
See.
receive one?
See.
Okay.
Working boys.
So receive.
Muito obrigado.
Obrigado. Tchau, tchau.
Tchau.
Valeu.
All right, there's that. She's coming. Whatever. You get the best word right here. Can't complain. Word. Lucky I have my own place here. Otherwise, I would have moved out here a long time. Will you take something or keep watching SRF? I don't know what that means. Can you say Banana Dan, Jigsaw? I don't know what that means. Bro, you gave me some advices. Do you remember? I think you should be also English teacher. Okay, yeah, I remember you from last time. I was that live we were doing. I was giving out some Instagram tips on how to like put together a good Instagram profile. And yeah, you were on there saying a bunch of different things about your English and just knowing different languages. And yeah, I was saying like if you want to know good English, then you can't just come to America. You gotta talk to people who speak good English, because some people you get around, they're gonna be speaking a lot of slang and everything. Like the girl I was with last night, she was speaking to me in English, but whenever we switched over to talking Portuguese, she was like saying a lot of slang. You know, so my Portuguese is pretty like proper. But, you know, as you learn a new language, you're going to start hearing, you know, people from certain parts of the city or the country, you know, begin to speak their own version of the language, and it just doesn't get you far. Look at some of these shops, guys. This is it. So they got pineapple and stuff. What's up? Welcome back to the channel, Armpit. Right now, I'm just walking. Doing a little bit of shopping. You know, support some local businesses. Jesus loves you, bro. That's what that means. Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that reminder. There's a pull-up bar over here, I think. Get on this little pull-up bar. Yes, you know, a lot going on in the city here. You see it's pretty busy. And it's funny because some of the girls here, they'll say like gringo. Without me even having to say a word, they already know like I'm not even from here. Like, and I thought about it and I was like, maybe it's this baseball cap. Because if you actually think about it, I don't think there's any other place where they make hats like this. But yeah, you know, there's just almost no one really speaks English here. So it's interesting because like people would like I was in a restaurant yesterday and the waiter was talking to me in Portuguese, and she was like, she said something, I didn't understand what she said. She said jello, which is ice. But I was like, what? I didn't really hear, because she was speaking low, and then the guy walks past and he's like, she's asking if you want ice. And I'm like, why would he assume I don't know Portuguese? And I'm just like, wow, that's funny. This must have been something he's seen about me. But yeah, so this is the pull-up bar. Maybe we could do some push-ups right here. Put those skills to the test that you probably proclaim about to test, bro. Yeah, I don't mind approaching a girl. I really don't mind. Like, there's really nothing I can lose and everything for her to gain, you know? I'm like literally one of the best guys she could ever meet. I know you guys see like this side of me on the YouTube stuff, but like outside of this YouTube stuff, I have a lot going for myself. And I know a lot about this. So you gotta knock out some pull-ups. Whoa, that was some pull-ups. Wow. Goodness, that got pumped right there. What's up, Tony Stark? Welcome to the channel. Are you a homeless traveler? No. Far from that. Unemployed versus jobless. I don't know what that means. But we're here knocking out some pull-ups, man. Get your pull-up game going. You know? This is also cool because Miami has this same, like these same setups. You just, that's why no one's overweight in Miami. There's always this, these pull-up bars and things like that. Do some chin-ups as well. What are those? When your hands are closer? That's what I was doing. Came up like this. There were some girls over there. Just roll past. What I've noticed here though is it's not like New York or Miami where you just see hot girls just hanging out, walking by. Even in Eastern Europe, there was girls like that, but here it's like you're not just gonna see hot girls walking by, you know, hanging out in the town. You're just not really gonna see it. Like there's a college town here that'll see bro right here. There's a college town. Check that out. There's a college town where there's a couple cute girls you may randomly see, but it's like 40 minutes out. right, I'm gonna turn around because I'll probably call my Uber too. I don't want to walk. Nope, they are the same, but you grip having your wrist facing you. Oh, okay, so come up like that. So it sound like it hit my bicep. Bicep. I miss those pull-ups, man. I haven't done pull-ups in a couple weeks, and feels good. Hit those pull-ups. Yeah, there's really not much going on in the city, like a small suburban area. But what I can do is probably catch an Uber downtown or something. It's like 30 minutes. But this weekend, since I have my setup now, I have my my phone service. Like I have a new SIM, and I was able to configure the microphones the right way. So the plan is to go out, show you guys the nightlife here, you know, and just connect my wireless audio so I can far away, you know, almost like hidden footage style. So I think that'll be cool. Seems like a tier 2 or 3 city to me. I don't know. I'm still getting the note. It's like, now there's a lot of beaches here, but like right now we're in technically the winter season. It's technically winter, even though you see a lot of sun, and like right now it's pretty warm. But it's technically winter, so like people aren't really out that much. Everything closes early. Like it gets dark at 6 o'clock. You see, she's not even attractive, but we got some couple working out right here. He's selling some mattresses. But I don't know if it's tier 2 or 3, because I've heard a lot of good things. But I heard a lot of good things. This is my friend right here. Oi, hola.
Hello, all good?
See. I'm just coming from a workout.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, and getting my hair cut and stuff.
Cool.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, doing good.
I got your message to come back, so
Yes.
I'm gonna come back later tonight and pick up that microphone.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I will be waiting for you here.
Or thank you. I'm live right now on YouTube.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's my
Awesome,
friends here.
awesome.
But yeah, thank you. I'll see you
ya.
later.
See you.
And it's my computer guy. He's we're building a computer right now, so it's winter because the country lies below equator. Okay. Yeah, so you say tier 2 or tier 3. Yeah. I mean, but again, it's like this is a big island, and I don't really necessarily know all the good places, because I don't want to be the guy to say, oh, there's no hot girls around. You know, without really getting to know the area. Because typically in every single city, as bad as some cities may seem, you're always going to have those spots where the hot girls gravitate to. You know, where the hot girls go on a typical day of the week. So last weekend, we went out to this spot, and I saw a couple pretty ones. You know, but Luckily, my Uber driver, he told me about the spot. Because before then, I had no clue what it was. But yeah, you got to get to know the city. You got to get to know the promoters and the events that's going on, because you're always going to have those spots where just the general public goes. And I want to kind of keep my camera up. Your Portuguese sucks. Yeah, right. My Portuguese is good.
Tá falando em 8 conto, cara.
She's kind of whatever. She's kind of whatever. I bet it's fairly easy to pick up girls in Brazil than it is US. What's your opinion on that? So I feel as though no matter where you go, if you suck with girls, you're gonna suck everywhere. Like if you suck in your city now, you're gonna suck any place you go. And I say that because women, from what I've noticed, is that they judge you based on they judge most of their, like, who you are based on, like, things that are unspoken, like the things that you don't say. For example, like the way you carry yourself, the tonality of your voice, and like eye contact, you know, how comfortable you are with holding eye contact, you know, the confidence, and even like the way you dress. So even if you don't have those skills intact, you're gonna suck anywhere else you go. So like for the guys that say, oh, you know, Colombia, Brazil, Mexico, some of these places are like much easier to date. In a sense it is, but only if you already have a good understanding of how to talk to girls beforehand, right? Like if you already have those fundamentals of like how to progress interactions, how to approach, you know, speaking confidently, you know, dressing well, you know, being in the nice areas, you know, knowing the nice venues. And, you know, if you're good at getting girls in, like if you can go to like another place. For example, when I went in Poland, right? I went to Poland a few years ago, and before I went to Poland, I was in Philadelphia. My dating game, you know, I was getting a decent amount of dates a week. I was probably getting around like, you know, 5 to 6 dates a week on average, right? I was going out, some days I would go out and comfortably get 15, 20 phone numbers, right? And bring home a couple. Like, I was playing decent and probably a little above average. And when I went to Poland, it was like superpowers. It was like supercharged. You know, so there was a day when I was in Warsaw, for example, where, you know, I was able to schedule, like, I had like 7 girls come to my house. I was like, whoa. Like, the moment I got off the plane, there was a girl at the house waiting at the door. I had to tell her, hey, I'm not home yet. Just meet me at this coffee shop. Because I didn't want to walk into my place when she was outside the door. And then while I was in the house, another girl came knocking on my door. She's texting me like, hey, I'm here. And I was like, whoa. I had to tell her the same thing. Listen, I'm like, come meet me at the mall. So I had to tell her to meet me at the mall. She's like blowing up my phone. She's calling me. She's like, where are you? So in short, to answer your question, it's like, you're only gonna notice the difference if you're already good. But if you suck, you're not gonna, it's gonna be even harder. It just like amplifies what you already have. Because those same girls in, like, for example, like Brazil, Mexico, right? The dating game is globalized. Those same girls that are in these cities, they're being flown out to LA, Miami. They're on Instagram looking at the most attractive guys, right? And they're messaging those guys. Those guys are messaging them. Hey, you have a passport? Yeah. Okay, come meet me here. Or, they're coming to these cities too. So the standards are just as high, right? The standards are just as high because those same guys are still traveling the same places you are. Because that's really all it is. It's like what you have is like reference points. You black? Yeah, I'm black. He was trolling and I saw him in the person. He tried to act all innocent. Describe your taste in women. I mean, what type of women do you feel attracted to? I like girls who are like, that are like, cute, pretty, not too much makeup, if at all, any. Like, just like cute girls, like just no extra nails, hair extensions, BBLs, makeup. Like, they call them like a girl next door, like, but she's cute, she's feminine. You're gonna see like a lot of those girls in Eastern Europe. They're not as like super crazy about this extra makeup stuff. They would judge you for being a homeless traveler. No, they don't. Take care of your health. Yeah, that's what I do. Just pick up any girl for the sake of picking up. Why don't you care if she's attractive or not? Because that's a beginner. That's like beginner bullshit. I'm not wasting my time talking to a girl I'm not attracted to. Maybe if there's some interest in, like, if I can hire her or something for some kind of work, or if I feel as though she could help me, or she would be a good fit for something else. But I'm not approaching just to like practice some kind of skill. I think it's stupid. When you're a beginner, yeah, you can do that because your main goal is to get as many experiences as you can so you can learn from it. But I'm at a point where I've done all that in college alone. I've done over thousands of approaches in college, right? To the point where, to the point where people started recognizing me on campus, like, oh, that's that guy that talked to girls. I'm not doing that. All right, we're gonna get going. All right, so, but yeah, I mean, for the sake of the live, I can probably do that just for the sake of the live. Just for the sake of the live. I don't mind doing that. But yeah, it's not like how it is in New York. New York is like at a high concentration. Miami, like you can just stroll and walk to, I don't know, just walk up toward the beach and within, I don't know, 5 minutes you're gonna see an attractive girl, Not even, like you're gonna see them everywhere. But yeah, we're gonna hit up my favorite bigger. Who's that? So guys, we're gonna head back toward the house, and probably, because it's still a little early. It's only 4 o'clock. We're gonna probably try to, hit up somewhere nice. See if they have something going on tonight. Because all the beach clubs are closed this season. Like all the beach clubs, they usually have beach clubs, but they don't open up until December. So, bro, you look like goatee Lao, my friend. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but yeah, guys. What is the number one advice for overcoming the fear of talking to girls? Good question, and it's actually something I was just about to tell you. Is you want to be in an area where all the girls are attractive, at least most of the girls, like high concentration areas. You know, because one of the biggest things I noticed from approaching and coaching guys get through this stuff is like, it's the scarcity mindset. It's like, oh, if I talk to her and she doesn't like me or she rejects me, you know, I'm not gonna find another girl, or the other girls are gonna see me getting rejected, right? Or I feel like crap afterwards. But if all the girls, for example, say you're in a room with like, or a club, let's just say a club. That's like crazy, show me what surrounds you. How can you rotate the camera? Yeah, this is what's up right here. So, back to my point, Connor. It's like, say you're in a club with, say it's a club of 20 girls, right? Just say random number 20. And 18 of those girls are hot. Okay, you may have a little butterflies to approach, whatever, but say you work up the nerve and finally approach. All right, cool. You get rejected. So what? There's other hot girls here. Because in reality, dating is a numbers game, right? There's moves you can make that will put you in the best, highest probability of being successful. But even the best of the best don't win every hand. The best MLB teams don't win every single game. The best poker players don't win every hand. But they're still the best, right? So if you're in a club where, let's say, 18 of those girls out of the 20 are hot, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna approach. I get rejected. Let's say 1 out of 4 girls accept you. They're like, yeah, you can have my number. Here's my Instagram. That's success, right? Cool. Now let's look at another scenario where you got 20 of those girls in this, you know, same 20 girls in the club, but except only 3 of those girls are hot. Now this adds more to your social, you know, anxiety, because it's like, damn, if this doesn't go well, I'm not gonna have anything left. So like, you put them on a pedestal and you say, oh my God, I gotta do so good. I can't mess up. I can't make any mistakes, because if I do, I'm not gonna have anything left. Because in reality, guys, approach anxiety never goes away. It's not about like the cure for approach anxiety. All the best guys still have approach anxiety. They just learn how to deal with it. And that's something you can mentally understand is, hey, my approach anxiety will never go away. My mind is always gonna make excuses. I'm always gonna get those little bit of butterflies, but I'm gonna do it anyway, right? So it's the bravery, it's the courage that's the difference between an amateur, like an average guy who's not so good with women, versus a guy who's really good with women. The guy who's really good with women, he's more brave than the average guy. That average guy, he doesn't want to take any risks, or he's waiting on the moment where he feels better about approaching. Whether that's the scarcity mindset, whether it's as he's thinking that people are going to judge him, whatever it is, that guy who's really good with women, he approaches no matter what. no matter how he feels. Hello from Poland, where are you from? Yeah, I showed you around. A very similar village to ours in the summer, yeah. Where are you? I'm in Brazil. I'm in Brazil. And also I have trouble making eye contact with girls, yeah, so. Again, a lot of this comes down to experience. Experience is truly the best teacher. Shout out Poland. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Warsaw, and I also lived in Gdańsk for some time. So shout out Poland. Like, absolutely beautiful atmosphere. The women, the guys, everything is just intact. It's like you're still gonna get that degenerate, weird stuff, but for the most part, you know, those women there are actually like the first day I landed. The first day I landed in Poland, I had a girlfriend. Like, it was crazy. Like, the first day. So yeah, eye contact, Connor. So yeah, experience is your best teacher. So here's the best way you can learn about how to talk to girls. I'm gonna tell you this right now, right? The absolute best way to do it is to go out, right? Like, listen to what I tell you. Do this, do that, okay, boom. Go out, try it. Go out and try it on a decent amount of girls, right? You need to run some volume so you can actually run a study, right? So do what somebody tells you. Somebody gives you some advice. Hey, this is how you do it. Okay, boom. You go out and you try it. Try it on about 10, 15, 20 girls. And then you come back when you're done and say, hey, here's what happened. What do you think was the problem? What do you think I did good? What do you think I did bad? You get that, right? You get that feedback. And then you go out and do it again. There's some guys that go out, do something over and over, and they never get any feedback. And they could just be going in the wrong direction. So yeah, they're taking action, but they're going down the wrong street. Poland don't fuck with you. You crazy? Dude, I still have girlfriends in Poland. Literally. You think, trust me, you may probably think they don't like black men like me, and maybe they don't, but I didn't have any problem whatsoever. I had more women than ever. Like, it was overwhelming. It was absolutely overwhelming. Poland, greetings. By the way, African descendants of U.S. and Africans that lives in Europe are so different, bro. Poland is spotless. In Poland, I have 3 to 4 girlfriends that I visit every time I go to Poland. Yeah, exactly. They're still intact with traditional values and stuff. And they're so romantic as well. They're so romantic. It's not even funny. How many countries? Let's see here. How many countries have you been to, and what do you like the most? How do you see people? So I've been to about like six countries. I've been to Spain. I've been to Poland. I've been to England. I've been to Iceland. I've been to Canada, Mexico, Brazil, and I've been to Netherlands. Yeah, Amsterdam. I've been to Amsterdam too. So, David Gawkins, you funny. So, my favorite place of all has been Poland. Poland and England, in a sense of dating. Amsterdam was cool too. But I would say number 1, dating-wise, was Poland. Number 2 was England. And 3 would probably been like Netherlands. Yeah, the first time I actually like was in love, like, you know, when you were a kid, you kind of get like those crushy feelings, whatever. But the first time I actually felt in love was Poland. I'm not even gonna lie. That is something different out there. Let's see. So, yeah, England also had, and I think the girls there just like uh, black American men. Because I was pulling some of the hottest girls in England. In London, I was pulling literally some of the hottest girls. And I can still do that. Like here, I can do it here. You know, I can do it anywhere. But it's just the amount of effort I had to put in wasn't as much. What's up? Like they were just like every girl I brought home was down. Let's see here. And what is why I'm insisting on you doing it live? So just display what it takes to. Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it, bro. When I see a girl, I'll do it. And I'll talk in Portuguese. Right? Imagine being somewhere you don't even know the local language and still approaching. That's an extra layer of. Right? Because, yeah, I'm going to feel nervous. We're going to feel nervous, but we still do it. We still do it. Come to India. Yeah, I plan to goodness, it's loud over here. Yeah, I plan to come to India pretty soon. In maybe September. Do you know Liddy? I don't know what that is. I was at Liddy doing grocery, bro. Judge Ben, hey, yo, come to India, brother. What is the weather like there? Is it rainy season? Yeah, it's the rainy season. There'll be like rainstorms. Bro, you're black, but you're experienced, well-educated, and polite. You're just not a random black. Yeah. And it's good you say that because I've actually took conscious decision to be this way. You know, it was much easier for me to just be an average, guy growing up and, in any kind of urban area and follow a bunch of trends and just try to fit in and do a bunch of different stuff, and I knew it just wasn't the right direction for me. And I followed a lot of good mentors. Guys, look at these cows. Isn't this cool? It's kind of like messed up. Not just a random black, it's crazy work. If you're planning to prefer South India Himalayas rather than the Delhi stuff, it's summer season and going hell there. Okay, we're getting close to the house. If you want, so I can see if my girl will come over today, and maybe she can show us around the city a little more. Because I'm sure there's something going on today on a Monday. I'm gonna see if she wants to come over today and find something to do, somewhere to go. Because I hate waiting for the weekends. I'm sure there's always something to do. Where you at? I'm in Brazil. Check that out. Brazil. Bro, you're built like that. Trust me, color doesn't matter. It's energy, bro, not your color. Exactly. Yeah, and some of my friends that I grew up with, they're like, oh, like they're caught into this whole like your skin color, all this nonsense. Like, oh man, it's cause I'm black. I know that's why she didn't like me. Like I would go out with some of them sometimes, and they're like, oh, they'll get rejected, and they're like, oh, it's cause she don't like black guys, or she don't like black guys. And I'm like, dude, it's because you were like super aggressive or you approached her awkwardly. I was always looking at the other things. Look at this cow right here. Isn't that cool? This is what you guys are eating. This poor guy right here. You guys are eating him. This poor guy. You're gonna eat him later, aren't you? You're gonna go and get a burger later, aren't you? Come on, be real. And then you're gonna drink some of this titty over here. You're gonna drink some of that. You're gonna drink some of that titty right there. All right, cool. So, what do you like about traveling, my friend? I like understanding right here. You see culture. The more when I travel, it reminds me that I don't, it humbles me. Like, for example, being here, learning a new language, seeing how different things operate, different sides of the road people are driving on, different signs, right? Like, look at this. This says E. What does that mean, right? You're constantly rewiring the way you think, and you feel like a little kid again. Like, oh my God, I gotta actually learn how this works. I gotta learn this language, or I have to understand the customs better, right? You hear people talk, their mannerisms, the way they drive, the way they do things, and you're a kid again. It feels fun. Like, oh my God, I gotta learn. It humbles you, and you get to learn more about yourself. You thought everything you knew. You thought you knew everything, but you really don't. And also, like here, I'll show you guys my balcony. But, because we're on my street now, we should be there any second. But on my balcony, usually around this time, there are literally parrots that come and fly by my house. And I'm like, wow, I've never seen a parrot fly freely. Like, whoa. Where you at, Brazil? Bro, when you are built like that, trust me, yeah. Even in Poland, that is Poland and ultra conservative country. What? He's like, you don't talk to me that way. You say hello first, and then we go. I was like, oh. And it's like, that's one of the ways, or the reasons the girls are cute too. Even in Poland, we're all conservatives, but do not care about skin color or views. What is important is respect people when you come, respect where you are. Behave well, and everyone mostly will like you, men and women. Yeah. There are those people though that will never accept you no matter what. And that usually comes from a place of envy, right? It comes from a place of below. But the people who are actually happy with their life, they're never gonna feel hatred on somebody. You need Wi-Fi, bad connection. What's up, Ani? Welcome back to the channel. You ever been to Korea? No. But the plan is to go to Korea. Yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, boys. Get the haircut. I don't know. Look like he kind of messed this part up. Oh, maybe it's the lighting.
Teu dever te chama, Bruno.
Crazy. The connection should be better now. Should be. Connection should be good now, guys. Should be good. I'm gonna check right now. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. I'm always curious on how the connection is going. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. We're Gucci, Gucci and a coochie. Let's see. It's good. Bro, when you flew from Mexico to Brazil, I've been here. I've been here. It was like sarcasm or something like that. I wasn't serious about Mexico. Yeah, sometimes I don't like to give up my drop either. Some of you guys are weird. Some of you guys be trolling and doing, what do you call that? What do you call that? Squatting or something? That stuff is crazy. Do they accept card everywhere in Brazil? Yeah, for the most part, like, yeah, they accept Visa, they accept MasterCard. But guys, it's like, it's crazy here because people can't afford this stuff. Like, literally, people can't afford this stuff. I generally feel bad about the locals because they have to do everything on credit, like everything, because there's no way they can afford this stuff. At least the city I'm in. It may be different somewhere else, but it's just crazy. How much does it cost to live in Brazil compared to US? I feel like it's pretty close because I'm in South Brazil right now. It's not really South, but I'll say mid. It's like a tech hub here. So like the technology, the infrastructure is pretty good. But there's a lot of Europeans here. So what I think is there's a lot of euros being spent here, which, brings up the market for the cost of living. Because then businesses start catering toward the people who are spending more money, which are the euros. In Colombia, they tend to add a separate percentage when you buy something by card. Okay. Yeah, because they have to pay a networking fee. I've been in Medellin, bro. I remember that. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's always. Let me talk to this girl on Instagram real quick. Yeah, because when you use card, guys, especially like Amex, they're charging like probably close to 10% for the networking fee. and they need, what the companies are doing is they're charging you an extra 10%, 8% to cover that networking fee because they don't want to pay it. So that's where the fee is coming from. Like whenever like whenever guys sign up for like some of my courses or something like that or work with me, I don't charge them the networking fee. But some companies do that. They say, oh, if you want to use card, it's going to be extra 3-4%. But if you pay by bank transfer, we will do it for free. I guess this is him. This doesn't even look like him though. I agree. Those parts of the words like Brazil, etc., they can't afford to accept payments by card, bro. It's like Euro. That's terminals have low fees. Yeah, but yeah, here they're not even. I don't even think they're charging me that. But guys, if you haven't already started investing in like Ethereum and stuff, like USDC or USDT, you know, definitely start. It's something I've been doing lately. You know, let's see here. Most of your card terminals pay nothing, 0.5. Yeah, because pay nothing. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I like Europe because like food is so affordable there. It's crazy. Like I feel like it's cheaper in Europe. Like when I was in Spain, the food was cheaper. Here it's like the eggs cost more here than in the US. And I'm spending dollars. Like and the Brazilian reais is 5-1. So come to my country soon in the Netherlands. Yeah. Yeah. I plan to check out Amsterdam again. Amsterdam was pretty fun. Yeah, Amsterdam was pretty fun. And everyone was nice there. Everything was cool. Airbnb and hotel in the Netherlands cost like US. Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I was passing through Amsterdam on the way to London, and it was just crazy pricing. But yeah, if you guys ever get a business or have a business, something I learned is if like placement, if you place your business or your service or your product on a site where people are spending more money, you can make more money. For example, Airbnb. If like Airbnb is an American company, right? Built and made in San Francisco, but they have property all over the world. If you live in a place like, shout out India, we got someone who came in from India. If you live in India where the currency is what, 10-1, and you're, you know, Indian or whatever, like you were born and raised there, what you can do is put your property on Airbnb instead of renting out to the locals, because the locals are not gonna, they're gonna pay you what the local market is. But if you put it on Airbnb, tourists who have euros, British pounds, or American dollars, they're gonna see it. right? So I don't care what business you have. If you're even doing personal training, you put your service in front of a particular, like on a certain website or around a certain amount of like kind of people. That's the quickest way you can make more money. The quickest way. Food is less expensive than US though. Yeah. I remember I was walking through Barcelona and I could literally have like €4 and get something to eat. Sandwich would be like €3 and you know, a drink that like this big would be €1. And I'd have a sandwich and a drink for €4. You would never do that in the USA. Never. Like you go anywhere, you're gonna spend at least $10 getting something to eat. Eating out in the Netherlands is cheaper than USA. Okay. That's a great idea, and I'm planning on that too. Yeah. And that's with any business. You can have, I don't know, hairstyling, you can have makeup, you can have personal training, anything. If you can take some time to think about placement, which is marketing, where can you place your business where people with more money, people are spending more money, right? Again, like I got this haircut, what, €15, right? In the US, it would have been 80, 70, right? But this guy here, he could have charged me 60 US if he wanted to, and I could have still paid for it. But he's catering toward the locals, right? And I remember when I first started getting into business like 4 years ago, it's something that I was telling my friend, because I had the best, what I didn't know is I had the actual best coaching system out there. Like the results I was getting, guys, no one else was getting. But at the time, since I was new to the whole like business stuff, I was massively undercharging. Like I was only charging $400 for a 3-4 week program, which is terribly low, right? I was just happy to make any kind of money. But what I didn't know is guys with the same service, if that, most of the services, weren't getting guys close to what I was getting them with, the matches, the dates, the girlfriends, the happiness, none of them were getting close. But they were charging at least 10x, $4,000 or $5,000. I didn't know at the time, right? So you need to know your market value for your service and product, and what you need to do is place that product and service in front of those people who has the money. Spain is cheap as fuck. Yeah. And cheap, yeah. But I would say affordable. Like they don't seem to be into like, oh, we just need to be rich as possible. Like people actually seem to care about other people. Yeah, we can charge you €10 for this sandwich, but just take it for $4, right? We don't really need that much more money. We can feed more people. People are happier. They got more energy. They're more inspired to build for the city. That's how I think. That's what I think they're doing. But America, they're just like, oh, we need to make as much money as possible. Like you would be surprised in Miami, some of these, like a yogurt, like a cup of yogurt. Guys, here are the parents. I don't know. You guys can hear them. They're gonna come. But a cup of yogurt would be like $15. Like, dude, are you kidding me? Do you really need to charge that much? But people are paying it. I always go to Spain. I pay nothing, even in Ibiza. Yo, bro, you everywhere. Ali, you everywhere. I like that. Are you living in Brazil? Yeah. US is even more expensive than Ibiza and Mykonos. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, bro, eating out in the Netherlands costs pretty much the same, but since since Netherlands costs pretty much the same, but since you don't have to give tip, it's a little less. Okay. Yeah, tip culture is heavy in the USA. You're welcome. I like to get more ideas. I'm 25 now and restarting my whole life again. Yeah. You can always ask me questions here. I'm willing to help you guys. I truly don't mind helping and giving out good information. Because the internet these days, everyone's selling something. And yeah, things cost. These dumbass dogs. Sorry about that. You dumbass dogs just be barking. You restart life every day, bro. That's not an age to restart every day. You wake up, new person. Yeah. Let's see here. Yo, bro, because I have traveled a lot. Go to Thailand, Bali, Japan, Vietnamese, Singapore, and Egypt. Whoa. That's nice. Remember me from Grindr yesterday? Great night. Hit me up again. I remember you. Hakeem, you've been here before trolling. Yeah, I remember you. Hakeem was bottom, I remember. Yeah. Bro, making content on social media these days has become like humiliation process. Okay. Dog fights. Full of a bunch of nonsense content, which cringe hooks. Yeah. Yeah, because what you have is you have like the amateur, like the people who are not really good in their field, they start teaching other people, right? Because truly, let's be honest, right? And what I'm going to say here, a lot of you guys may not understand yet, or this may blow your mind, but when there's a gold rush, the people who make the most money are the ones who sell the shovels to dig the gold, not the gold itself. So you have in any field, no matter what it is, no matter what niche on YouTube or social media, you have the people who are actually good at something, who actually have the gold, right? But you have also some people who are just selling you shovels, right? And those who were once looking for the gold realize, hey, I'm not going to find the gold anytime soon. I'm better off just selling the shovels. So what they do is they try to find the gold for a couple years. They give up because they don't understand the principles of success. And they say, well, I'm going to just say I'm a kind of guru in something and start selling the shovels. Guys, I found the gold and I'm going to tell you how to get the gold. Here's what you need to get the gold. And they start selling BS courses and they try to put on this persona like they're such like they're so smart or whatever, Are you living in Brazil? Yeah, I answered that question. But I'm heading out. I'm heading out in a couple weeks. I'm going back to Miami. So if you guys want to see Miami and how I'm living in Miami, I like, my live stream's been picking up lately and you guys been hitting the like button. So I don't mind going out and showing you guys some venues, meeting some of my friends and things like that. Oh yeah, divorces are no joke. Messi or Rolando? I never seen Rolando play, but I'll go with Messi because he's from Miami. And he's short. He's only 5'7". So for him to do that good, playing at a disadvantage, I give props to him. Sorry for not putting commas and periods, bro. I'm writing fast and chilling. Nah, no worries, man. You're good. If you can do a backflip, I'll send you a gift. If you send a super chat, I'll do a backflip on my balcony. You send a $10 super chat, I'll do a backflip. Have you tried modeling? I don't know. I've always taken a lot of photos, but I never like did it professionally. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Welcome back to the channel. We're going on 90 minutes. I should get this wrapped up soon. How you look like Rudiger. I don't know what that means. Can I go into this? Oh my goodness. Rudiger's still playing. I didn't know that. I didn't know that either. Shout out these chips, man. Cheese it, snapped. It's hitting. Antonio Rudiger, search him up. Anyone ever told you you look exactly like Leonardo DiCaprio? No. Do you have a PhD from Hustle University? No, but I'm actually in, and it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I signed up a few years ago, and I left, but I just came back recently, and it's even better. So it's pretty good. If you guys really want to know how to make money, he's gonna teach you. Hi, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Subscribe if you would like to know more about how I'm living. What you can do to level up. Bro, can you send me money? I'm in big trouble. I'll send afterwards. How much you need? Let me know how much you need. Have a great day, brother. Thank you. Subscribe. Do you know the PhD is illegal? Stands for Pippin Holes degree. Oh, you're one of those brainwashed idiots, aren't you? How soon should you ask? Should a guy ask about a body count? I was actually on a date last night, and she asked me my body count. So, I mean, on the first date, you can ask a girl if you really want. It don't really matter. You could always kind of get an idea though. Like whenever I see a girl too confident, like walking in public or talking to guys, I'm like, yeah, she been with a lot of guys. Like she doesn't have to say it, but I already know. It's just a feel you get after a while being in the game, being on hundreds of dates. You're like, yeah, this chick's been around, and you just know, like, yeah. And like the girls who are like super shy and stuff like that, like generally speaking, all right, generally speaking, they usually have lower body counts, but not all the time. If you're not racist, then say I love black people 3 times. How you make money, bro? I make money off this TLD. I make money off my website. Yeah, I make money off my website, which is TLD. This is just a social media version. But I also make money off the videos here on this channel too. So make money doing that. And also have a production business. So I produce produce videos and photos for companies. Anything from your side, brother, be helpful. Can you accept? If you can accept Ethereum, I can see you some Ethereum. Brother, what up? I think we all know why is you living in Brazil. Okay, good to know. How can I buy something from you? I like you, bro. I don't know. You could either donate. I have a donation option, or you could sign up for one of my coaching calls. Yeah, and I can give you an idea of your current dating strategy, if it's effective, you know, or look over your dating profiles. Please, bro. Yeah, if you can send me your address, your Ethereum address, I'll send you some Ethereum. Don't you have an ebook, $27 ebook? Nah. I'm past those days. I used to sell an online dating playbook, which was a course, and an elite texting manual. So the elite texting manual is actually available, but it's not in that price range. It's much higher than that. But that's an interactive course. Coaching what? Coaching men on how to how to date at a high level. If you're a world traveler, you want to go anywhere in the world and successfully date and navigate the cities and text, get a girlfriend, yeah, you want to check that out. Why are you coaching when you don't seem charismatic? You don't really need to be charismatic. I mean, some people think I am, but you just have to have a good reputation of helping people. That's all you need. Like there are nerds that are like really high IQ, maybe be a little bit autistic, But those guys can code, like can build these softwares and help the world, right? So they don't have charismatic, but they're very helpful for the world, and they sell billion-dollar companies. Of course, he's coaching rich countries, not broke countries, with all respect. You don't need to be charismatic to sell. Yeah, exactly. Like you'll be surprised. Like people will buy from you for all different kind of reasons. Like people will buy from you because like people will buy for you for any reason, and you can actually make money without even selling. Learning sales. Your marketing could just be good. You don't even have to ever get on the phone. Like the amount of people who signed up for like my elite text manual or some of my coaching, they never spoke to me before. They never said one word to me, and they just bought from the website. So if you set up your business a certain way, you don't even need to do any selling. People can just like your message, like your background, and just want to support you. Pretend we are women, ask us out, and let's see your skills. So when it comes to like picking up girls and talking to girls, it's not as complicated as you guys think. Like there's the guys on one end of the spectrum where they're like super obsessed and nerdy about all the new tricks and tips to pick up girls. And guys, you don't need all that stuff. There's only so much you need to know. I mean, of course, there are areas where it can get a little complicated and you need to sort out some things, but for the most part, I would say, like, for example, the girl that I asked out a couple days ago when I met her out, I just went up to her and I was like, hey, how are you? Do you speak English? I was like, você fala inglês? She was like, yeah. I was like, you're really beautiful. Você está bonita. She was like, oh, obrigada, thank you. And I was like, you're welcome. So like, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm just hanging out here with my friends. I said something like, well, okay. Do you like it here? What do you do for work? Oh, I do this for work. I don't really like it though. Okay, cool. Can I invite you out sometime? She was like, yeah. She's like, do you have Instagram? I was like, yeah. So she added me on Instagram, and I got her number, and I talked to her for a little bit, and then I left. So the interaction was only like 3 minutes, maybe like 2 minutes. And I texted her on Instagram. I was like, hey, are you free to meet up this weekend? And she's like, yeah, I'm available tomorrow. So I was like, okay, what time? Oh, I'm available 6, 7 o'clock. All right, cool. We can meet up at 6 o'clock. No, I told her, I was like, I can show you guys. I don't really care. Let's see. Yeah, so I texted her on Instagram. I was like, hi, beautiful. She's like, hi. And I was like, you are available this weekend? She said, tomorrow I am. I was like, we can get brunch in the afternoon or drinks if you are available later in the day. She was like, of course, we can have some drinks. I was like, all right, cool. Just let me know where to pick you up from. She was like, okay, I'll send you location. I was like, okay. And she said, hi, what time do I need to be ready? She texted me just the next day. And I was like, hey, does 6 o'clock work for you? She was like, yes. I was like, okay, send me your WhatsApp. So she sent me her WhatsApp. And at like 5 o'clock that day, which was yesterday, I was like, hey, does 6 o'clock still work? Whatever. She's like, yeah. But 6:30, I'm still getting ready. I didn't pick her up because she's like 40 minutes away. So I just called her an Uber. And called her an Uber. to the restaurant, hung out with her, talked to her for like 40 minutes, an hour. I was like, hey, you want to hang out at my place? She was like, yeah. We stopped to pick up some wine and stuff. And, we were hanging out in my place. And she stayed over for quite some time. And then she left. Women are like leads, bro. You have to nurture the pipeline. Yo, you crazy. Advanced shit I'm saying, bro. You gotta see it like that. Every interaction is a sale, bro. You sell yourself to women, your idea to an employee, product, service to a client. Yeah, in a sense, like if that's the way it helps you, then yeah. I mean, you can approach dating with that, that mindset, and be pretty successful. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Whatever mindset helps you be successful at something, then I would say keep doing it. But a lot of you had like there's a million different ways of looking at it. But yeah, from my experience, I found that that's typically how the best guys are running and getting dates. They see women as, or they treat phone numbers as leads, and they work the leads down to, dates, and they get those dates, right? They treat them as like a sales process. And in a sense, yeah, you are. Life is sales, right? Talking to people and everything is sales. Life is a mindset game, bro. Like a chess game, nothing else. Yeah, it's like some of the smartest people see that's how they perceive certain things. That's how they see it. And if it helps them, if it's getting them successful, that's how they're going to view the world. So yeah, from my experience getting around some of the smartest guys in the game and just life and stuff, it's like that's what I've noticed. They view the world as like a game, and they play it as a game of, I don't know, they look at it as, okay, well, what's the highest probability move and what's likely to happen from this, right? What's the best way I can set myself up? And yeah, it seems to work out for them. Well, yeah, guys, I'm gonna get this wrapped up because I got some work to do around the house. I gotta check on some website stuff, and I got to shower. So yeah, thanks for coming in, and maybe later I'll hop back on. But thanks for coming in, guys. Appreciate all the support and all the likes. And yeah, I'll see you guys later tonight if you guys are around, and I want to see what's good tonight. Thanks for watching. Peace out, Allie. Peace out, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Take care.